Greetings from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking, Aviate Nate here. On today's episode, we are on our way to a Class Charlie airport. I want to show you guys how we work with air traffic control when leaving an untowered airport and heading to one that is controlled.
Clear to land, runway 21, Mooney 58 X-ray.
We're about 3,000 feet now. I'm going to call air traffic control. I'm going to get set up with the approach controller. Shannon traffic, Mooney 1258 X-ray, 10 miles south, departing the area south. Shannon. All right, we're going to switch over to the approach controller. Potomac approach, Mooney 1258 X-ray, VFR request.
And the Mooney calling with the request, stay your position.
We're about 10 miles south of Shannon Airport, Kilo Echo Zulu Foxtrot.
Mooney 1258 X-ray, good.
We'd just like to pick up flight following and do a landing at Richmond if we could. Flight X-ray.
Our flight X-ray, squawk 0423.
Squawk 0423, Mooney 1258 X-ray. So we go 0423. Perfect.
Mooney 58 X-ray, radar contact him on south of Shannon, maintain VFR clearance 3009 here, and advise me information Kilo.
Maintain VFR, and I will advise when I've got Kilo on board. 1258 X-ray. Okay, great. So we got a squawk. We're in the system. Let me see if I can hear the weather.
Richmond Airport information, Kilo, time 2154 Zulu, wind 020 at 8, visibility is 10. Sky conditions, few clouds at 30,000, temperature 29er, dew point 17, the altimeter is 3009er. Runways 2 and 34 are in use, expect visual approach. No damage, runway 34, Pappy, sir.
All right, now we're going to confirm we've got it. Potomac approach, 58 X-ray has Kilo on board.
Sir, 58 X-ray, roger, and you'll be full stop.
Affirmative, full stop, 58 X-ray.
And you want 2 or 3, 4?
We'll do 2, that sounds good, 58 X-ray.
Roger, expect runway 2.
We'll expect 2, 58 X-ray. Okay, now I know runway 2 because it's the one I usually land on in Richmond, so that's why I chose 2. So here we are, pretty leveled off at 4,000.
Hydroplanes.
Okay, so the most likely next person he's going to hand me to is going to be the tower, 1211. I'll put that in and try to stay ahead of it. Today is the 4th of July, so you know, we might see some fireworks, although it's a little hazy. So I don't think we're actually going to see any fireworks, but I'm pretty sure I flew last year, 4th of July also. No, maybe I didn't. Year before last, 4th of July, I think I flew to that Bessie's restaurant with my buddy Scott. We had breakfast up there. I think that was the 4th of July. 2023, I guess. Got my new directional gyro here. It's got a colored heading bug, which is different than the one I had. It was all white, so this is a little bit nicer, that I can put my desired heading up there and then see it a little more clearly. GPS is saying my desired track is 183, so that's what I've set in here, and I'm going to try to fly it as near as I can. Just messing with my power settings a little bit here. Okay, there's 24 inches of manifold. Cool, and then I'm going to spin this back to 2,500 RPM. There's 2,560, 2,540. Yeah, all right, cool. And now we're into the yellow arc with speed. Definitely seeing the speed out of that adjustment. All right, I can see the airport. Up there is that big clearing. Now eventually they're going to give me a heading to fly. I won't be flying just direct to the airport anymore. Yeah, we're about to enter the Charlie. Now the rules about entering a Class Charlie, I have to be referred to by my tail number by air traffic control. So you heard that happen already when he gave me my squawk code, so I'm approved to enter the Class Charlie now. But if I hadn't done that, I'd have to make a phone call, and nobody wants to make that phone call.
November 58 X-ray, fly heading 220.
220, 58 X-ray. So he's giving me a new heading to fly, taking me just along a nice downwind leg, basically, for this runway here.
November 58 X-ray, enter left downwind, runway 2.
Into left downwind, runway 2, 58 X-ray.
November 58 X-ray, contact Richmond Tower 121.1, have a good day.
Over to tower, 1258 X-ray, good day. Okay, we switch to the tower. Richmond Tower, good evening, Mooney 1258 X-rays, entering left downwind, runway 2.
Mooney 1258 X-ray, Richmond Tower, wind 030 at 8, runway 2, you clear to land and where are you parking?
We're actually going to be taxiing back to, go back to the north, back to Shannon.
Okay, roger.
And we are cleared to land, runway 258 X-ray. Okay, you guys. Shit. Sorry. I just had a hot mic moment. The controller just heard me say, okay, you guys. Okay, anyway, okay, you guys, we are cleared to land on that runway down there, runway 2. I am really too high for this, so I am going to start to get myself set up for my descent. I'm going to make sure my mix is fully rich. My prop is going to go full forward. We're going to pull the power down so that we can get a descent going in here. We are 3,500 and we're descending, and we want to be at 200 feet is the ground here. So I want to stop about 12 or 1,500 feet. There's the airport, I can see it. Richmond, right there. We are down to 2,000, so we're getting a good descent happening. Now downwind, I would normally be putting my gear down on downwind, but I'm not going slow enough, so I need to actually slow down enough to get the gear in, because I do want to get the gear out. Okay, that's, come on, give me 100 knots. There's 100 knots, gear down. Gear down, locked. A super important step. We'll get our base turn going here. All right, it's a good base turn. Not quite in the white arc just yet for flaps, so we'll hold off on flaps. You gotta have a good landing, Nate. They're watching you. I'm just kidding, that does not affect me in any way. All right, final's looking clear. I'm gonna go ahead and start my turn on final. Now, technically, I don't need the flaps because this runway is very long, but I'm used to landing with flaps, so I will land with flaps here. And we are going to put them in right now. As soon as I get inside the wide arc, I'm going to put them in. Okay, there we go. 1, 2 pumps of flaps, which is going to pull my nose down. We'll roll some trim to keep that up. Okay, here we go. Runway 2, I'm a little low, so I'm going to hang right here at this altitude. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Airspeed is good, 300 feet. Got a train crossing in front of the runway, how quaint. I got so much runway here, I can just bring it on in. So we're going to take the power out as we come in. Runway 2. Good, I'm happy with it. Now wait for him to tell me what to do.
Mooney 58 X-ray, you can make the left there at Echo and contact ground point 9.
Left at Echo, ground point 9 or 58 X-ray, thanks. All right, I'm off the runway. And here we are, Richmond. Welcome, Richmond. So, that's it, really. Those are the things you need to know. I'll break this video down in a little more detail when I'm not in the airplane and it isn't so hot. But let me get across here, call over to ground, and do a little wrap up. Richmond ground, Mooney 1258 X-ray is off of 2 at Echo.
And Mooney 1258 X-ray, Richmond ground, you can taxi back to runway 2 via Alpha.
Runway 2 via Alpha, Mooney 58 X-ray.
Mooney 58 X-ray, on departure maintain VFR at or below 2,500, you can expect higher with departure. Departure frequency will be 126.75 and a new squawk is 5326.
All right, we'll maintain VFR at or below 2,500, expecting higher with departure. Departure is 126.75, and we'll squawk 5326, Mooney 58 X-ray.
58 X-ray, reback's correct.
Okay, so the ground is helping me get set up for the departure out here, which is amazing. I'm going to set this up in my GPS. We probably won't have enough battery to make it all the way back together, so thank you all so much for riding along with me. This is Aviate Nate. Until next time, you can be my wingman anytime.
Clear to land, runway 21, Mooney 58 X-ray.